Welcome back, guys. Today is arm day. You already know. Um, yeah, I just woke up from a nap, from a good 2 hour nap. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did not want to come to the gym. I did not want to come to the gym. You know, when you're in bed, you did stuff in the morning, you got it done. And and you're just at home, you have nothing else to do for the day. I don't have class tomorrow. I took a test today and I don't have any classes tomorrow, so I already studied for the test. It went good. I struggled, but I did good. I think so. I'm pretty sure I did. And, responsibilities were done for the day, except the gym. That's always the last thing, right, guys? I know it's always the last thing, man. It's the most common thing to leave behind because, you go to work or you go to school or do whatever you do throughout the day, and then you kind of say, okay, let's leave the gym for last. But no. You can't be doing that, guys. You can't be doing that. Because, you know, 99% of people have that mentality, because I have that mentality. I don't want to go to the gym, especially after a good nap. I want to stay in my bed, relax. But none of that. I did not negotiate. I do not negotiate with terrorists. No negotiation with terrorists over here. But on a real note, guys, there's always going to be stuff that, you're going to want to put off for the next day or for whenever. Just go ahead and get it done, guys. Just go ahead and get it done. Because the more you put stuff off, the more you tell yourself, you negotiate with yourself. Because, you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do this. And then when the moment comes, you're like, maybe I'll push it back a little bit more. You're negotiating with a terrorist. The terrorist is your mind. Your mind wants comfort. And the longer we stay in that comfort zone, the worse it is for us in the long run. Because it doesn't help us. It does not help us to be comfortable, lazy, complacent people. I'm not going to tell you to go super hardcore, David Goggins style. But at least be able to recognize that you do have those thoughts and that you do struggle with them, because I know I struggle with them. And just aim to be better every day. Even if it's not going to the gym, right? In a perfect world, you get up and go to the gym. But even if you thought about it for a second and then were like, you know what? Let me just get up and try. Brush my teeth, whatever. And then you say, hey, I really don't feel it, man. I'm just not going to go. But hey, at least you tried, Maybe tomorrow you'll be part of that 1% instead of that 99%, right? So, small steps every day, guys. Small steps every day. But enough of that. Plan for the day is arms. And arms for me really is one of the most simple days. Not simple in terms of, oh, I'm going to go easy today. That's never the case. Never the case over here. But simple because, guys, you're only going from right here, lower, to right here, biceps, right? And for your tries, you're only going from right here down. So, you're going up, 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 down, down, down. It doesn't get any simpler than that, guys. I can't explain that any better. Really, I can't. So if you're struggling with, oh, I don't want to do arms, it's so boring. Yeah, it's boring, but it's also so easy. So why not just do it? I enjoy doing arm days, but most people, they say, oh, it's so boring. Oh, I'm sick of doing the same bicep curls. Well, I am too, but I'm not going to invent a new workout just to get out of my boredom, I might switch it up. I might not do the exact same sets I've been doing, but it's going to be really, really similar. It's going to be either some type of curling for buys and some type of push downs for triceps, right? And you can mix and match what kind of push downs you do with triceps. Like if you're going to do some squeezing sets, some really light squeezing sets, I've really been enjoying those lately instead of going super heavy, because it's a different kind of workout, really, if you think about it. You know, when you're squeezing at the bottom really hard and you're coming back slowly, that's a completely different feeling than when you're loading up the stack, the whole stack, and just repping out reps, you know, like a maniac. And I've been both. And I'll continue to be both, depending on what I feel like that day. I might feel like both. I might feel like only one of them needs to come out. But we're here, guys, so enough talking. Let's get to it. All right, guys. Starter, tricep extensions with a rope. Pretty simple, guys. Try not to go too heavy. Just trying to get a good squeeze at the bottom and control it on the way up. And as many as I can. So let's get to it. That's what I'm talking about. That was really good. That was really good. Definitely one more. Definitely one more here. But I was thinking maybe I could do a different kind of workout today. Because usually I like to finish my 8 sets of triceps first and then I'll do biceps. But I've been mixing in doing biceps and triceps at the same time. You know, doing 2 triceps, 2 biceps, and that feels really good, especially on a cut. Especially on a cut. Sorry about that. On a cut, that's what I was trying to say. Because I know when you're in your bulk, when you're really bulked up, like actually, like you're full of fluids and just fuller overall. So if you try to do the 2 biceps, 2 triceps, your tries, if you're big enough, it'll get to a point where it'll get in the way. Like seriously. Like you'll be trying to do an extension, and since your biceps are so tight from your previous workout, from your previous bicep sets, it's like getting in the way of you actually getting that full stretch, because you know your biceps were trying to stay like this. So, but when you're on a cut, you can do it. You can get away with it, and it's fun. Switch it up. All right, let's go get warmed up for this next bicep set. It's just gonna be curls. Curls are good. Curls are really good. Really got really got to start focusing on my cardio. It's not good. It's not good to be out of breath this early, but I gotta stop talking about it. All right. Whenever you're doing these guys, it's pretty easy to cheat and use your chest. It's kind of hard to get it at first, but if you can try and focus on just your triceps and not doing like a chest movement, you'll start seeing more results. But you can move these handles in and out, and if you're a little bit wider like me, it helps just with your hand placement or just getting into the seated position, because I know if it was slightly in, my hips are almost touching. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing these guys. On these, I like to go one arm at a time, because whenever you can't do any more, you can always just help yourself with the other hand. And yeah, you can focus more on one arm, 100% on one arm, and then 100% on the other arm. And you'll just be here a little bit longer, but it's worth it. At least I think so. So let's get to it. Oh. And if you have a weaker arm, like I do, start with your weaker arm and do as many as you can. And then match that with your dominant hand so that you can start equalizing your arms. But I used to have a weaker left arm, at least I thought so when I looked at them. This one was smaller than the right one. But I've gotten to the point where I'm stronger in my left arm now that I think about it. So I think I gotta start matching my left arm to my right arm now. So that's pretty crazy when you think about it. All right, let's just stop playing. But I don't know if you could tell, but I did the three last with my right arm. I needed help, so I helped myself with my left arm. But with my left arm, I got to 15 without any help. So what does that tell you? My left arm is stronger than my right arm. As I was saying, I just realized that also, because that was always the case. My left arm was always weaker than my right arm. So I started doing what I told you guys, just matching my right arm to my left arm for a long time, for as long as I can remember now. And eventually, you will match your arm, your dominant arm with your weak arm. But you got to be mindful, because eventually, if you keep going, your weak arm might just become your strong arm, and you're gonna have to start over. But it's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining. All right, for these guys, I'm gonna try and go a little bit heavy. And it's not gonna be pretty like those other ones where we're holding it, getting that good squeeze at the top, controlling it down the bottom. It's gonna be a lot more intense, a little bit uglier for the eyes, but at least I think so. You might not think so, but yeah, just a different kind of set. It's going hard, fast. I feel like that gets me a good pump at this stage in the workout, because we've already done 4 other sets of squeezing lighter-ish, not really light, but lighter-ish sets. So a little heavier right now, more intense. It'll do us good. So let's get to it. Fuck. Yep, just like I thought. Those felt awesome. One more right here, guys. And depending on how it feels, we might just call it right there. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I like going 8 sets for all my workouts. But if 6 feels good and I feel like I got a good pump and I'm satisfied with my workout, then there's no shame in cutting it short. Because think about it. If you feel really good about it, you know you did your work, then what's the point of doing 2 more? I mean, you already did the hard part. So, might as well just go home early, rest, and come back stronger the next day, But think about it. If you already did all you could do for biceps, and you do 2 more, you're just cutting into your recovery time. So it's kind of contradictory, but it's a fine line of balance. So if you don't really know how to gauge that line just yet, then it's safer to just go the extra 2 than to cut it short. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how we feel. Yeah. I don't know, guys. My arms feel good. Don't get me wrong. I feel pumped. But are those 2 extra sets not technically extra? Because usually I would do 8. But like I said, if I feel like I'm done with biceps, I might just call it, guys. Definitely 2 more tries though. What though? I don't know. We'll find out. Come on. That's it for tries, guys. And I think we'll do 2 more biceps. Definitely 2 more. Then we'll call it. Make sure to go as hard as you can. That's all I can say. It's a finisher, but don't let into your inner bitch. Go hard, even if it's your last couple ones. As hard as you can. Weaker arm first. Match it. Kind of lost count right there, chat, with this arm. So I think I did 9, but I could have done one more. But if you're ever in that spot, you're like, oh, I'm not sure how many I did to match it, just do as many as you can with that arm. The other arm, you'll be in a good spot. It's not the end of the world. If you do 1 more or 2 more, just try not to have that happen as much as possible. And that's it, guys. We're done. Arms are done. They are cooked. Should I do a post down for you guys? Huh? What do you think? If this was a game show and I was the host, what are the chances that you guys will be seeing a post down shortly to see how this arm day went in some cool lighting, preferably in the bathrooms, because there's a lot of people out here. But really, I don't even have to take my shirt off. I could just post down like this. But we'll find somewhere with some good lighting, and I guess you'll see. All right, guys. I think this is gonna have to do for today. Usually, if I was to be posting down for like a reel I want to make, or just to see my progress, because, well, prior to me making all these videos, I take a couple videos here and there just to track my progress, and I'd usually place it right here, you know, because I had my case and it's like kind of a rubber, so I just stand it right here, flip my phone upside down, and I don't know why I flipped my phone upside down really, but I would, for reasons I can't think of right now. But make sure it doesn't fall, and I'd be standing where you guys are and start posing. But now we got the tripod, and yeah, we'll figure it out, guys. But I mean, you guys can kind of already see. I mean, sheesh, just looking at myself from here. I mean, fucking hell, dude, I am pumped. I am super pumped. I mean, you guys tell me. You guys tell me. Right? What do you guys think? Is the lighting good? Listen to me talking about lighting. Hey guys, if you're jacked, you don't need lighting. People will see through the lighting. You cannot fake. Oh. You cannot fake a good pump, guys. You can fake a lot of stuff in this world. When it comes to a pump, just look at that, people. I'm just flexing my try right there. Look at that thing's looking. It's jumping at you guys, isn't it? Look at that, guys. I'm not gonna talk too much, guys. I'm gonna let you guys see for yourselves. Guys, would you believe me if I told you I have not trained my shoulders in a minute? And by a minute, I mean way longer than I care to admit. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're a person that lacks shoulders, just use genetics or whatever, by all means, train shoulders. But if you're somebody kind of like with my build, you know, stocky, your shoulders are naturally going to be a little bit on the wide side, the rounder side, then, I mean, it sucks to say, but you kind of get away with, you're kind of like cheating, kind of, because you don't have to train them as much because, you know, they're already kind of developed. So I used to post down a couple months ago, maybe years ago, and I noticed that whenever I did this, my shoulders right here, they'd be way taller, like the peak than my buys. And I mean, it kind of takes away from your biceps, really, if you have way big shoulders. So I said, F the shoulders, let me just lock in with my biceps and triceps, get them as big as I can, so that hopefully they can get bigger. But hey, having big shoulders is a blessing. It's a blessing, guys. It really makes the whole thing look crazy. But let's stop talking. Let's hit you guys with a couple poses. Guys, I know it doesn't look like it. I know some of you guys might think, oh, that guy knows how to pose. You know, he's been doing that a long time. It takes practice. It really does. I'm still getting the hang of it. Like I can't contract my muscles exactly how I want to contract them. So you can't really, it's not really the pose down I want you guys to see, but I mean, what can I do? I really don't know how to pose. I'm learning as I go, guys. But it's a talent. It's a skill that you hone with time, really, it is. Whether it be you're tracking your progress, you know, you're making videos or whatever. With time, hopefully these pose sounds will be better for you guys. I will get better for you guys. But let's hit some double back. I mean, double bias from the backside. I don't think a lat spread is needed. You can't really tell lats with my shirt, but I mean, let's get straight and let's just get to it. That was kind of short, guys. Let's hit it one more time. My shoulders are hurting, what the hell, just from posing. And guys, a good sign that you did a good arm day is when you try to touch your shoulders, you can't touch them. Right now I can touch them, but I know I had a good arm day. It might be due to the fact that I'm on a cut and I'm not as full with water and glycogens and all sorts of other stuff that roam through your muscles, food, you know. But when I was on my bulk, like peak bulk, not even peak bulk, just bulking in general, and I finished my arm day and I tried to touch my shoulders. Chad, I'm not lying, I could not touch my shoulders, but I guess that's how I kind of used to gauge if I had a good arm day, but not really. I could always tell, you know, through my workout. I'm like, okay, that was a good workout, but that was like a tell, you know. But I guess when you're on a cut, it's not really the same. But let's hit this post one more time. And yeah. Good shit, guys. Good shit. Other arm. I don't know why, but it's harder for me to do it with this arm. But we'll give it our best. We will give it our best shot. I love this one right here. Oh, you tell me, guys. Oh, you tell me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel pretty damn good about this arm day. Pretty damn good. And I know you guys are expecting the video to be done, and I'll probably will cut to the car talk after this, but I've been being a bitch lately, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I've been skipping on cardio. I've been skipping on abs. I've been skipping on, well, really everything, because I really should be hitting forearms, abs, side delts at least. If not front delts, you know, like because you got front delts, side delts, and rear delts. You know, front delts I really don't have to do. I mean, you can just tell from the front. But when it, oh shit. Sorry guys, my phone is about to die. But when it comes to side delts and rear delts, this part right here, if you really wanted to jump out at people, like you could really tell, you need to do rear delts and side delts. There's no getting around it. But I've been lacking on that area, so no more lacking, guys. I'm gonna hold myself accountable because I'm expecting you guys to hold yourselves accountable, so I can't be a hypocrite. It doesn't sit right with me, but maybe you guys will see a little bit of my ab workout, maybe not. It's really simple. I'll just cut to it. Yeah, I forgot, guys. I was gonna tell you guys that, well, I told you guys that I was gonna at least show you at least one of my ab workouts, but I wasn't able to because my phone was on 10%. And if I wanted to make this car talk, then I don't believe I would have been able to. Yeah. It's the problem of having an old phone, but don't tell my phone that because she's been solid for a long time. So yeah, I mean, it's making these videos has been draining my battery pretty quickly. So maybe it's time to invest in a new phone, but no, not really. It's perfect. I just need to make sure I charge it before I come here. That's the real issue. Because I came here, I started recording, and I was like on 60%. So I need to make sure I'm at 100 before I do these videos. But yeah. Nothing out of this world for abs. I did 6 sets of cable crunches. If you don't know what I'm talking about, cable crunches are done in the same place where I did the triceps push downs, and pretty much not all of my tricep sets, but most of them. You know, the the cable machine. So you set up with I set up with the same attachment that I did triceps with. The last set of triceps, the push downs with so I set it up a little bit lower, like down to my chest, and then I put a mat on the floor. You could put a mat, you could do it straight up just on the floor, but I like to put a mat on it. And yeah, you just get on your knees and start doing crunches with weight, as much weight as you can, and you do about as many as you can. Usually that's like 15 for me, but you do as many as you can with as much weight as you can, especially if you're starting and you feel like, oh man, I can only do 50 pounds, whatever weight you can only handle. But do as much weight as you can and for as many reps as you can. That's the most important part of any workout you're doing, whether it be arms, legs, chest, or back. That should be your number one priority. It should be, am I going as hard as I can, and am I doing as many reps as I can, right? And sets. Because if you're doing those three things to perfection, well, maybe not to perfection, but to your absolute best, then guys, the results will start to trickle in. You will start noticing something. I won't promise you crazy results because that's not how it works. It takes a couple months, years of grinding depending on your body and if you're using any enhancements, right? But if you do those three things, guys, I promise you, man, you will start seeing some results. What are they cooking? Oh, they probably have a chimney. That's super cool. All right, guys. Next investment, 100% has to be more storage on my phone. Well, I can't really put a SIM card in there. Not a SIM card, but a memory card in it. Or maybe I can. I need to look into it because I have a lot of videos that I don't want to delete, and I am running out of storage constantly. But let's keep this short. Thank you guys for coming with me for my second YouTube video, and I appreciate it, really. Um, Tomorrow's Friday, so you will be seeing me again tomorrow, I promise you. And we will be doing legs. I know you guys don't like to hit legs, but hey, we got to do things we don't want to do. And like I said, I'll keep myself accountable. You keep yourself accountable. And let's keep working on ourselves. And yeah, I will be coming back to the gym later tonight. My mom said she wants to go to the gym, so she'll go do something, maybe back something. I don't know what just yet, but I will be I will be on the recumbent bike, on the seated recumbent bike. If you don't know what that is, it's a seated. It's like if I was on a on my car seat, but I had pedals, just pedaling in the gym, and yeah, I will be doing that for cardio because I have been missing out on my cardio for a long time, and I can tell. I can definitely tell. I know you guys can tell because my breath is like crazy, but yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you tomorrow.